What is going on, guys? My name is Bucky Roberts and welcome to your very first tutorial in the Ruby programming language. Now, in these video tutorials, what I'm going to be doing is teaching you guys all about the Ruby programming code. But before we start jumping into messing with the code, the very first thing we need to do is actually install Ruby on our computer. So I am running a Windows machine, and one of the cool things about Ruby is you can practice Ruby on a Mac or Linux or Windows. Now the installation process is a little bit different for each, but I'm gonna guess most of you guys watching these videos have Windows. So I'm going to show you guys how to install it on a Windows machine, but just keep in mind that the installation process is different for a Mac than it is Linux than it is Windows. So everyone on Windows, in order to install Ruby, this is what you do. Go to the website rubyinstaller.org. Now, my guess is that the website is going to look a little bit different depending on when you're watching this video, but nonetheless, go to the section where you download the Ruby installer and just go ahead and hit the button. Now, there are going to be a bunch of different Ruby installers. Just go ahead and choose the most recent version, unless it's in beta or something like that. Now, just go ahead and click it, and whenever you do, it's going to download an executable file. This is the file that you need to run on your computer in order to, of course, install Ruby. Now go ahead and double click this, and if you're running Google Chrome, you can just go ahead and click the file on the bottom. But once you double click this executable file, it's going to say, are you sure you want to run this file? Well, yes, computer, of course. That's why we just clicked it. So run, and of course, make sure to speed read through all these. Bzzz. Okay, go ahead next. Does anyone really read those things anyways? Not me. So one of the things that we need to take note of is we have a bunch of optional checkboxes here. Now, whenever we have optional checkboxes, make sure you select them all because, hey, we want the full package here. I'll explain to you guys whenever we're working with Ruby what all these things mean, but for now, just make sure you have all of these checkboxes checked. The default area is probably the best area to choose, and go ahead and hit install. Now, it's a really small file, so it's not going to be long to download, and it's not going to take too long to install. So once it does, it's going to give you a little message that says, okay, Ruby is now installed on your computer. Awesome. So just go ahead and hit finish. Now it says it's installed, but is it really? Was it lying to us? In order to verify that it was installed, go ahead to your start menu and choose all programs, and now scroll down and hopefully you have a folder called Ruby something. So go ahead and click this and choose the program that says Interactive Ruby. This is where we're going to be doing a lot of our learning Ruby. So basically, I'll explain interactive Ruby a little bit more in depth later on, but it pretty much turns code that we write into code the computer can run immediately. Basically, something that we can understand into code that the computer can understand. So, I'll show you guys how to I'll give you guys a little tour in the next video, but just so we can play around with it, just so we can say we type some code in this tutorial, go ahead and give it a simple math problem like 2 plus 10 or something like that. Now go ahead and hit enter, and it should give you your answer of 12. If you can run any command, any math problem, and it gives you the answer, then you are good to go. So that is all I'm going to give you guys for this tutorial. Again, make sure you have Ruby installed. If you have any questions, you can just go ahead on my forum, tnbforum.com, and ask me then, and we can go ahead and troubleshoot it for you. But anyways, in the next lesson, what I'm going to be doing is talking to you guys about what all these numbers mean right here, and we're going to be start coding in Ruby. So that's what you have to look forward to. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.